First we will write the main heading Rutherford atomic model, then side heading introduction. Alright. Lord Rutherford in 1911 carried out series of experiments. Don't confuse with the name Lord Rutherford. Basically he was the same scientist who have separated alpha, beta and gamma rays, Ernest Rutherford. Alright, the name of the experiments is gold metal foil experiment. He passed a beam of alpha particles through a very thin gold metal foil. You can see here, beam of alpha particles passes from the gold metal foil. What he observed? He found that most of the particles passed through it without any deflection. You can see the arrows. Most of the particles pass through the metal foil without any deflection. However, some of them deflected at large angles. Some are deflected at large angles, and very few of them bounced back. And you can see very few of them bounced back. So what he concluded means the result. When you are going to write in your notebook, you will write the result also. You can see this picture in your book, page number 48. Alright, so what is the result? From the result of his experiment, Rutherford concluded that the volume occupied by an atom must be largely empty, as most of the alpha particles pass through the foil undeflected. Okay, most are passing through the foil undeflected. It means it is empty, largely empty. This is written on your page number 48. You can see in your book also. Second, the positive charge in the atom is concentrated in extremely dense region, which he called the nucleus. Okay, this was from the fact that alpha particles after collision with a heavy positively charged nucleus had bounced back. You can see very few of the rays bounced back. So because they collide with the positive charge, alpha particles are also positively charged. When they collide with the same charge, so they will bounce back. Alright. So these were two conclusions, and by this experiment he told that there are basically two parts of an atom. You can see this picture, this diagram in page number 49 in your book. This blue one is nucleus, which is positively charged. The pink space is empty space, which is most of the part of the atom is empty space, and this red one are electrons. So what are the two parts? According to Rutherford model, an atom consisted of two parts, nucleus and extranuclear part. Alright, nucleus contains protons and neutrons. You already know proton and neutron, and it is positively charged. Why it is positively charged? Because protons are positively charged and neutron doesn't have any charge. Weight concentrated in the nucleus because protons and neutrons both are heavier than electrons. So most of the weight of the new atom is concentrated in the nucleus. Second part, extranuclear part. You can see this pink one. Here electrons are revolving in orbits, shells or energy level. Okay, on these are called orbits, shells or energy levels because they are having different energies. Alright, so here we completed Rutherford atomic model. Now before telling the weaknesses or defects of Rutherford atomic model or Neil Bohr's atomic model, you must know what is a spectrum, because maybe this is a new word for you. What is a spectrum? Spectra are produced when excited electrons return to the ground state. What are excited electrons? Actually, I have told you these are energy levels. It means an electron is revolving here. When it gets energy, it will become excited. Alright, so it will move to the higher energy level. But when it releases energy, when it moves to the lower energy level, it will release energy. So lower energy level will be called ground state. Okay, so whenever any electron which is having more energy, that means it is excited, it will move to the ground state, it will release energy, and energy in the form of light. So the emitted light corresponds to the energies of the specific electrons. It depends how much energy the electrons have. Spectrum are of two types.